We're back.
Look at that fancy new opening.
Nice. I like it. You almost made us late for that.
I know. I did.
Worked very hard on it. Hey, guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us one more time. It's Monday night. I'm Chris. That's Lyle. Sitting in the back room is the infamous Jared that we had made the joke about. If he didn't show tonight, we was going to put him on every single episode is going to be here and then never let him on.
Every single episode.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Every time. So it's Monday. We're doing our thing. We're drinking. I hope y'all are drinking, or whenever y'all get in here, I hope you're drinking. Hope you have something. Actually, I'm not. I've been working.
Well, I didn't do very good. I've got a little bit. You're preaching, and there's nothing in your glass hardly. But I don't know what you're doing. It's ridiculous.
That's true. Hey, Dickie, how are you, man? Okay, so what in the world are we doing tonight?
Well, Jared's actually sitting without a glass, and I feel bad about that. So
who screwed that up?
Not me. I don't know. That's not my glass.
Whatever. I'm not glass department. Anyhow, guys, we got a pretty laid back show tonight. Don't have a lot going on. We're trying out a few new whiskeys that Jared brought, and I don't think we've got anybody coming on the live stream that I know of tonight, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
We've got a maybe, but probably not at this point. Would be my guess. So
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows who's coming on?
We'll see.
We'll see. If you're on, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Come out and
shoot us a message in the comments, and we'll join in.
Drop you in here.
Yeah.
All right. So. Oh man, that was good. So we just recorded our it's good twice. We just got through recording our 2020 in review episode, which if you was around for the 2019, you've seen we did one of those at the January 1st of last year. This one's going to release for January 2nd, but we've already got our all of our episodes up, so we know what we're going to have had for the year.
Yeah.
So we decided to go ahead and make an episode on that. It's what did it end up being, 25 minutes, something like that.
More so like 30,
it's a long
37 minutes.
37 minutes. Yeah, that's what I meant. It was an extra long episode, but that one will just go up as we don't care. I mean, it's just there for our benefit, and anybody that really wants to see what we do and what we really like, then there you go. And basically, we go back through the entire year. Try to remember everything that we've done, which means we look through our catalog of YouTube videos and then select and choose our favorites and least favorites. And if you really are curious what we like, then that's going to be an episode you don't want to miss. And since that one will probably come out on a Saturday.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out why there's no music. And now I think I got it now.
Because you muted it. So that one will come out on a Saturday. So probably that following Monday, we'll have a lot of those animals in here, and we'll be talking about them. Hopefully you guys will be talking about some of your favorites for the year as well when we get around to that.
All the fun stuff. What's good? Let's get this started off, right?
Okay.
What is everyone drinking tonight?
I am
at the moment. Not saying you won't change your persuasion throughout the night, but
all right. Well, I'm about to finish the very bottom end of this Balcones rye that I was drinking at the end of when we did our episode in there, and I am getting ready to probably go to Koa, I think, right there. So
you're gonna leave these bad boys all by themselves a little bit.
No, I mean I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not jumping back there. I'm a little sweet tooth right now. The tequila's hitting the spot, and then I'll probably jump back there. And then for beer, I'm actually running Dos Equis at the moment, or getting ready to be.
It's been a while.
You got some old Tank 7.
What about the koozies? You gonna do the koozies?
Oh, you mean the koozie cans?
Koozie can. I'm going to go through beer, but then you can you have to take mine up there when you go.
Yeah. So I'm rolling the Boulevard Tank 7. Always a good choice.
Yeah.
Solid.
I see Jared had Rolling Rock stuck back there.
Yeah, yep. Rolling Rock on reserve.
So you're telling me I got to do 3 koozie cams?
Well, I guess you don't have to, but since we don't have another camera back there, we'll have to do them.
The work you assholes make me do.
I know, it's a lot of work. Right. Here we go. There's the koozie cams. We have Jennings Meat back there again. We have Cabin Boys Brewing out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Wildlife Ridge Winery. Which you've seen a couple of them before, but
we've got to do that wine We have several bottles from them that we're anxiously waiting to try.
Well, I believe the last I heard was going to try to shoot that Thursday.
Yes,
is what I believe you told me yesterday.
Saturday. I have my wine tasting clothes on. I have my cardigan on.
I'm sorry, was we doing that tonight?
I'm just looking forward to it. I'm just nosing the possibilities.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm repping the hot dog place. I'm still back at Team Sheets because I like this shirt.
I just love free clothing.
I do love free clothes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you, a brewery needs to make a cardigan. That's the thing.
Oh, I surely some do.
Like a nice Mr. Rogers.
So I was going to say, is there Mr. Rogers Brewery? Certainly they do.
Seems like a contradiction in terms almost, right? Mm-hmm. Mr. Rogers and booze.
Oh, no. I think he drank. I feel like I really do.
I'd rather see like a tattered.
I mean, I'm not saying he got hammered or nothing, but I think that the guy was an ex-Navy SEAL.
Is that true?
Yeah. No, it was.
It's totally true?
Yeah. No, it is.
I don't know.
It was. I've did a lot of reading on him. He is a super cool guy. So he's ex-military. He is one of the first real advocates for free public television education. He also is one of the first people to ever appear on TV. You remember the mailman for Mr. Rogers, the black guy that came on there? Mm-hmm. And he actually sat down and what did they do? What?
Contrary to internet lore, Mr. Rogers never actually served in the U.S. armed forces.
Oh, well, I've completely been misled.
He did receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He did not officially serve in the Marines, Navy, or any other branch of the Army.
I thought he was a Navy dude.
I thought there's a lot.
I was sure I read that at some point.
I think it's been around for a long time.
Full of shit as well. So.
Oh, well, see, I mean, I take Dickie's word over yours, all day long.
Interesting. I muted that and it still popped up and said, ding. Anyways, so anyhow, he was one of the first guys. He went on television, and when they did that thing where they put their feet in the pool, and he had the mailman come over and put his feet in the pool with them, and that was a huge no-no. Yeah. And he's one of the biggest reasons he went in front of the.
What was the Archie Bunker show? The was it All in the Family or is it?
Yeah, All in the Family.
So there was a clip the other night on that, and I was just a clip of Archie Bunker saying something, and my wife was on the couch, and she was like, "That is really racist." I was like, "Yes, that was kind of the point of the show," and I wish I could chalk that up to her just being so engrossed in current media, film and TV. But it's any TV and film. She has no idea what's going on with it.
But what a different character Carol O'Connor played from that to say Heat of the Night.
Oh, yeah. I loved Heat of the Night.
I did too.
Such a great show.
Yeah. Bubba was the man.
Yep.
So,
Jared, I want to see.
Yeah, Jared, what are you selling? Why are you
Did
here?
you already?
Oh, I just the town drunk. No, I haven't poured anything yet.
Okay.
We did make a banner up for Jared. That is Jared Cross. He is co-drinking with us. So co-drinking. I didn't know what else to call you.
Professional. You need a license for that?
No, it's
Are you insured?
Yes, I'm insured.
Bonded.
I like bondage. That's good stuff.
Oh, that was a nice little cork right there. No, wait. So
wait.
Oh, hang on. I was real excited.
Are you impressed with your screw top, Chris? Is that good?
Plastic screw top with this cool little insert.
Here, give a little bit of that.
What a great drink, though. So yeah. I guess we'll talk about this for just a second.
So
they did reach out to us after we did this episode.
We talked to these folks. Yeah, this is Koa tequila, COA. Nice little sweet, kind of.
Hand it over.
Yeah, Jared needs some.
I'll call in tomorrow.
Hey, if you work for the railroad, do not watch this.
Like nice little orange flavors in there. But the super accessible price point was like $20, $25.
I think it was like 27 if I'm
27.
Right. But it's under $30, $25-ish dollars. Something in that neighborhood. I really love the bottle. I love the labeling. It's probably one of my favorite logos that we've had on the show yet.
Hey, by the way,
good. It really is good.
Those of you that are watching, if you are having a drink with us, let us know what you're having. If you've had something recently that you like really enjoy or really hated, let us know. We want to chat about that stuff and see, because there's always like I've never even heard of this, so I'm interested to try that. So
I heard of it last Thursday.
Man,
It was a rough night.
would have been
Good
there.
night.
Would have been there in a heartbeat.
Oh, that's right.
But
He was
busy.
working.
Oh, yeah.
He was actually working.
I got really excited about it. Then I saw it was a cap.
Oh,
I bought it, and then I didn't even know until I got home. I was like, "Son of a
screw cop. Screw.
It's bitch. You can curse on here. We don't care.
It's like,
Can we? I don't know what Facebook's rules are. We could go to Parler.
Then they'll kick us off here. I guess. I don't know. I'm more worried about YouTube than Facebook.
It looks copper, but yeah, it's not. It's like a pressed.
Nah, it's aluminum.
Yeah, colored.
Aluminium.
That Co is so good. So
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
I
got like
highly-
a little.
But the drink, it grows on you.
yeah, so we started on that one, and first of it, it's confusing. You
So-
definitely need to.
We're
Try
working with Brickway Distillery, their American single malt whiskey, 86 proof. Where's this out of, Jared?
Yeah, let's call that one
Omaha,
out. I didn't make
Nebraska.
a banner for it.
Where? What?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska. This whiskey is our single malt double pot distilled like the masters of Scotland, then aged in new American charred oak casks in the bourbon tradition. Okay, well,
So is it 2 years old? Fuck.
I'm anxious to try it. I will say that I really
The longer I aerated, it got better.
I really enjoy when American whiskeys that aren't bourbons, like when they're made in the Scotch style, that they say that they're made in the Scotch style.
It's pretty much all single malt.
I keep going back to that Rimfire that we had from Texas that neither one of us liked,
I
I
didn't like it.
want.
and then we're like, oh, it's like a Scotch style, and then we're like, oh, okay. If you think of it like a Scotch, this is good.
Yeah,
So,
I want to go back to that because that's one of those ones that we drink it. And was like, oh, I don't know about this, and then we come back after realizing it was branded as a Scotch and really enjoyed it. And hey, Patrick from Up the Gut podcast, you guys remember him from a few weeks ago? How are? And I got something for you, Patrick. Is let's see where. let me see if
he was. Wait a minute, he's super excited about this.
yeah. I gotta give one to the Bills finally. And if we all know anything about Patrick, it is that he loves the Bills.
Patrick runs Up the Gut podcast that is all things football.
Just said that.
What's up, Patrick?
Oh, did you? I don't listen to you. I have no idea what you said.
Hey, Patrick. Here you go.
I wasn't disappointed about that last night. I had to stay up.
I will say after watching that game, I've kind of in the back of my head been dreading playing the Steelers, but
Yeah,
I think I'm more worried about the Bills than I am the Steelers.
Bills go hunting. That's fair.
Bills are kind of on an upswing, but yeah,
They are, and that's the
Patrick-
problem.
I think it was Patrick or his.
Mahomes and the KC Chiefs have not been on a strong roll.
No, but I think it was either Patrick or Patrick's buddy last week said the Chiefs play to the level of their opponent, right?
Yes, that's Matthew Ehlers. What was Archibald? Ehlers.
Archibald said it. That's what it was. It was Archibald. Yeah, Archibald said that the Chiefs play to the level of their opponent, and they're absolutely right. Absolutely
yeah, no,
right.
that 100% they do.
They've been playing junk lately,
Which is why
but
we
they
lost to the
also-
Raiders.
and like pretty much like almost banked a game to the Dolphins.
That was one of the most head shaking moments. Come out of there through 3 freaking interceptions in one game, and he's
Yeah.
only had 2 for the entire season
yeah.
before that, and then a 30-yard sack. And like, what the? Then come out of the gate like, oh, I guess we better do something so we can win. Jumps up by 20 points, and then likes to give that away at the end. It's like, what the? Anyways.
22 unanswered.
You want to hear more about that, you guys jump on Up the Gut. We'll do that on, was it Tuesday night or Wednesday night? I always forget. You send me the link, Patrick. Put that up in the comments, and we'll flash it, put all your info up there. Anyhow, we'll talk more about that. No ifs, ands, or buts on Patrick's podcast when that comes around. So
Yeah. I jumped on there the other night. Listened
was
for
too.
a little bit.
I was too.
I was not a football guy. Jared, are you a football guy?
Not die hard, but I watch it to watch it.
I
don't keep up with all the stats or.
Yeah, see that's kind of where I'm
Chiefs
at. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay with diehard football fans.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that scare me, or gals, really. Gals probably more than guys scare me in this fashion.
A lot of gals scare me.
In the like
real aggressive ones, especially.
Not the football,
got, like mommy issues.
Not the football
Craziness.
diehards, but like the sports diehards.
Yeah, those are annoying.
Weird.
Chris is like he's like working through something.
Yeah, I usually have it if the games are on and I'm around the house. I'll put one on. I listen to them. I look. I watch. Pay attention every once in a while. Check.
I enjoy it. If there's sports around, I enjoy it. But
Wednesdays.
But the guys that are like, get really into curling all of a sudden because that's the only thing on. You're like, I think you might have some. You might have some issues, man.
I've been down that road though.
Yeah,
it's fun to watch in the time.
That's how I ended up watching bikes. Watching mountain biking.
Yeah.
Oh, mountain biking.
Yeah. So I decided I was going to buy a bike, and I started doing a little research on a bike. Next thing I do, I'm full blown watching mountain biking downhill videos. Like, I want to do that. I'm going to crash myself and kill, break every bone in my body.
Hey, you want to hear this cat pour?
I want to hear the whiskey pour. Put that glass right next to the microphone. Put yours up, brother.
I'm surprised with this tequila.
Right?
Wouldn't that be
I thought it was going to be
for a pretty reasonably inexpensive tequila, and they did reach out to us with a little bit of info.
You need a clean palate.
Okay, they did reach out to us a little bit of info and stuff, and we're going to talk to them. You need a clean cardigan, and they've
between the beard and all the booze I spill on myself when people are like you've been drinking.
You smell like a mountain man,
which sometimes is true, but it's not always true. Sometimes I've had
sometimes I was drinking a lot 3 days ago, and I just haven't showered yet.
I've had 1 drink, 2 drinks, and it just happens that I poured it all over my beard and my clothes, like a 2-year-old.
Oh my gosh! Ridiculous. So we.
Hey,
holy shit.
Big shout out to Jared actually showing up on camera.
Right. He didn't bail on us this time. We didn't. I texted him earlier and I said, hey, you come up here tonight? He goes, yeah, man. I said, well, what do you want to drink on camera? He goes, shit, did I agree to be on camera? I said, yeah, you did.
Tyler, he doesn't know anything about this, but next week.
Next week, yeah, Tyler probably on here next week if he's free. We haven't asked him yet, but
yeah, we're mildly,
I guess,
low key.
Tuck that in the back of your head
right
Tyler. Now. Where was I at? I was talking about what? Somebody rewind that and tell me what I was talking about.
I don't think there's no rewind.
There's no rewind.
Yeah,
it's not like the Xbox and the YouTube TV.
Oh, mountain biking. You were talking about mountain biking. Yeah.
I need to do.
Yeah, I think I was past
active.
that, but. I think I was way past that, but yeah, I started looking at buying a mountain bike and I started watching all these videos, and for long I was looking at downhill mountain biking, and I'm like, that looks amazing. I want to do that. And
I watch you do that.
Then I started watching the fails and bails videos and watching these guys like breaking collarbones. I'm like, ooh.
Oh,
I won't recover from that. There's 270 pounds behind. That's at least 150 pounds heavier than that fucker that hit the ground was. I'll make this kind of sound when I hit.
Still young enough to get some pounds.
There's a killer TED talk.
Oh, I was talking about Koas. What I was talking about, not mountain biking.
What?
Oh, I was just saying that they'd respond to some video. And we talked to them a little bit.
Oh yeah,
they was talking about the way they make their tequila, and I think we're going to try very hard to get them to do an interview with us. And they are sending us some other product, but it's not tequila. I think it's rum.
Rum.
Yeah. So we're going to try that. But anyways, yeah, that was where I was at. I just now remembered.
Chris is the only guy that I've known that drinks rum neat. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just haven't found one that I enjoy that way.
I prefer it over ice, to be honest, but I will drink it neat if that's what it is. So
backtrack to mountain biking. And your comment about wanting to watch Chris fall on his ass. There's a super interesting TED talk about how watching YouTube videos of how-to projects and people doing stuff gives you the same brain activity as sort of doing the thing. right?
I should be a lot cooler than I am then.
So if you just watch like, you know,
you got tattoos. You're leaps and bounds cooler than we are. But he's wearing a goddamn cardigan. I mean,
it's a nice cardigan.
I'm wearing a $30 pair of headphones, with my own sticker stuck on the side. I mean, I don't think we're very cool.
Until about 30 minutes ago, you thought the Mr. Rogers, the king of cardigans, was a sniper in the Marines.
I have heard, not sniper, but I have heard that story over and over and over again.
I'm just trying to portray the Marine.
And
image.
Rick, I got your message about that as well.
I heard the myth too, but I thought it was bogus.
Yeah.
He always wore the sweater because he was tattooed and all that, blah, blah, blah.
So I want to talk about Brickway real quick.
I got Rick's message too. Rick, comment in the other comments. I can't answer my phone.
Oh, yeah. Our buddy Rick, who helps us out with the show and everything, he's messaging us on Facebook.
He's also telling me he's got a guy we can get on for mountain biking, so I guess we'll do that one time.
That'd be fun.
I can steal your bike.
Let's talk about Brickway for a minute.
All right, let's talk about Brickway. What do you know about him? Anything?
I don't know anything about
All right,
Brickway.
I'm going to do some crack research right now.
I don't either, but when I was walking down the aisle at Friar Tuck's up in St. Louis area, it caught my
Brickway
eye.
Brewing and Distilling. Is that Omaha, Nebraska? I think it was, right?
Yeah.
So they're also a brewery.
It's a pretty cool little bottle. I don't like the screw top, but I do like this. I mean, it's straight up cylindrical, and then it has this like
beveled edge.
I don't hate that. It's kind of reminds me of like old timey barbershop kind of.
It looks like a
but
silo.
I like it.
I'm sure that. Okay, you want me to be super duper picky?
No.
It says celebrate. We're already picky because it's got a screw cap set of course. It says celebrate, commiserate, and commemorate. If I pronounced all of them correctly.
That was on the label.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a seam in the bottle, and the label's over the seam. And I know that's a small little thing, and this is probably going to solve it all.
That seems seemly.
What did you pay for this bottle?
Under 50.
That's not the answer that I wanted to hear.
Better.
I left the receipt in a better bottle of scotch.
Hang on, find what you can get this for. I don't hate it, but like
I told Chris Thursday. Why don't you remember?
I was fucking right. I haven't stopped drinking since then. I don't know.
Yeah, same.
Is it got a name for the actual whiskey, or is that just
American Single Malt?
Yeah.
Bricktown.
Yeah, Tyler, if you're free, swing by. If not, we'll find another night for you. But we'd love to have you on.
Yeah. So, why is this not coming up at all? No, this is weird. This is not coming up.
I think we should put a.
Have you tried it yet?
I have tried it. So there's like the nose is like a bright wood, right? Like a
light oak.
Yeah,
I mean
like fresh sawn, right? There's not much sweetness on the nose. Maybe a little bit of vanilla, but the taste is what gets really interesting for me. In that, like, there's a smoke on there, but usually smoke runs like either like heavy peat, which to me strikes as a large, like big campfire, big charcoaly smoke. Sometimes there's some American whiskeys that strike a light smoke, real high end, like you're burning cedar chips or something.
Oh, yeah.
This is funny. So normally I go to look for
this is a bacon smoke.
Yeah.
Like
I go to look for these bottles, and normally it just gets wiped out with advertisements, people selling shit. And it's just cost over cost. I can't find a clean image of the bottle when we go to make these little banners. I can't find a cost on this thing. I haven't even found a good image of it.
And
so what was your point?
You told me to find stuff about it. I can't find a cost on it. That's what you asked for was a cost. You may fuck off, sir. Even the image I found is not the same bottle, to be honest. So, but I do have their I do have their
Brickway
website pulled
We could
up.
also probably check and see if Rick has found anything. No, he's not. Brickway.
So they're a brewery and a distillery.
Buy online.
All right, what do you got?
Easy enough.
Let's say let's say
Oh,
we
yeah.
live in Illinois.
Go ahead and
Let's
put your,
Illinois.
let's say that we're 21,
We-
old enough to order,
Damn near live in Illinois.
and
None of those bottles is what we've got. That's what I keep running into. I keep seeing that one you just pointed to.
Mhm.
So they may have changed their label.
I think they changed the label and stuff.
Short and stubby though.
Short and stubby. It still has the
I
same.
am absolutely used to that.
No
I can
thanks.
handle that.
$50 online. I assume that includes shipping. Let's see. Continue as guest. Field.
It says honest
You know,
American
bacon might be a good for that. Wow.
Right. It's like a bacon smoke.
whiskey. Whenever we were drinking this, we
Well, it's more like
did smoke
the-
3 pounds of bacon.
It may be Jared. So it's more like the fat that comes off and drips down on the tray, and that's
Yeah.
yeah. You may not be wrong on that. It's so when we had it the other night, it was the first thing we tried, and I was kind of, I'm not going to say unimpressed. It wasn't that. I just couldn't never land on a flavor. It was just all over the place. It didn't taste like bourbon. It didn't taste like scotch. It didn't taste like any normal whiskey I'd ever had. I couldn't put my finger on it. It was just weird.
It's a single malt, but it's aged like bourbon. So it's aged, got to be 2 years if they're going to try to pull a bourbon age statement.
I would assume. I also assume it means it's American white oak, right?
Yeah.
New white oak. Of course, that begs the difference of why is it not bourbon unless it's just not corn, I guess.
I'm making
Because
so
it's not
much stuff up on this.
Yeah, they're not corn.
Not
It's
corn.
not the
So-
1% corn mash.
So I couldn't quite put my finger on it. So we moved on and we went to a couple scotches. And then afterwards, I wanted to try it again. And I come back to a little splash. And man, you want to talk about a different beast. Altogether, something completely and utterly different than we'd had before. All right, Lyle, how's that panning out for you?
Well, I'm trying to fool the system to see what the shipping on this is. I need an address in East St. Louis.
Oh, shit. That's Illinois.
Okay.
Why no? I gotta have
101 Main Street.
Well, I tried that. Let's see. Gas station, maybe.
There you go.
I just need
Larry Flint's Hustler Club.
I need a fake address.
This is absolutely. The internet should be safer than this. I don't understand.
It should
What?
be.
All right, so Brickway
Oh.
apparently is a brew.
There we go. Drizzly has it for $42 a bottle.
So that's probably getting
so the
pretty close.
$8 is probably shipping. So
That's a little,
okay, all right,
So it's $40 to $45. Let's say
yeah.
probably. So they're also a brewery. Looks like tasting room, tap room. Kind of got a little everything going on. I don't know if their beer's any good, but the pictures they take are freaking amazing.
You know, I don't hate the whiskey. I want to junk all over it because of the price point for being a 2-year-old bourbon. No, it's not a bourbon. 2-year-old
why do
whiskey.
you get hung up on that? Why do you get hung up?
On the
What
age?
does it matter what the age is if it tastes good? If you like it, what difference does it matter?
Because it
what the
has
age of the
it has
whiskey
a
is.
light profile that I feel like should be about $15 lower.
Okay. I mean, I can get
Like-
behind.
like
But
the-
you always bring it back to age statement. I just try to figure out why.
Generally, the aged whiskeys like are darker, a little more complex. There's a little more wood notes in there. This is a delicious, good drinker,
There we are.
but a drinker at $42 a bottle. No,
All right.
maybe.
So I don't know if their beer is any good, but that is a damn fine picture.
Yeah, it's a great
That is
picture.
a damn fine composed picture. They did
Yeah.
a great job of just composing it, and it looks fantastic. So I don't know.
Oh,
I guess if I was
Tripel, yeah.
guessing, that looks actually a bit overcarbonated from the little size of the bubbles, but maybe not. I like Tripels. They're thick. They're
Mhm.
tasty. So actually, I think we decided, didn't we look that up? It's just triple. We've been saying it wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's just triple and double. We've been going
I've seen
Tripel and
emails.
Dubel.
Well, here's the problem is when you're wearing a cardigan, you have to say Tripel.
Facts. It's on the tag.
It is actually. It's right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Celebrate.
I got some friends in Omaha. I might have to get
So
them to send me some stuff
I
down.
played in Sioux Falls at the White Wall Sessions.
Yeah.
You ever check them out on YouTube?
I've seen some of that. Yeah.
This is some super, super cool stuff. I'm going to actually bring them up real quick.
All right. I am just about out of this. I just want to see.
They're out of Sioux Falls, but to get to Sioux Falls,
so not a lot here.
I had to go to Omaha first. That was about as far as I could possibly make it. But let's see if I can share this page real quick. You're a music guy, like you like good music.
I like good music.
Yeah. So these guys have this super, super cool studio. I don't know if we can. Do you think we can play one of these on here? I don't know if the audio will come through or not.
I don't even have this. I guess try it and see. I have no clue. Worst Keith's going to do is going to get us shut down. So
I don't know what season 8 is. I don't know who this
I've been
is.
shut down before.
Oh, there's an ad. We get to watch an ad. So
then we've paid our dues.
Yeah, whoever's doing that gets some extra bonus points there.
I don't hear nothing. I don't know if somebody else does or not.
I'm not hearing anything. But
I assume we can't hear through that because otherwise we'd have feedback.
all I'm getting at, the Bottle Rockets. They're a Kansas City band, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah. All I'm getting at is that, like, look at that little pop screen.
That's a
with their
cool shot.
logo on it.
That's a cool
Yeah.
shot.
It's really, really, really well produced. Super cool show. A ton of people, everyone from like
That's not COVID sanctioned.
like massive artists
Oh,
to
this is 4
Yeah,
years old.
look at that. You
total
got the little
indie artists.
little rail camera going across there moving.
Yeah. Anyway, long story short,
Patreon.
Yeah, a lot of Patreon for that one.
all that to say, White Wall Sessions, they're out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Super cool. They filmed in the basement of a music store called the Last Stop Music Shop, Last Stop CD Shop, Last Stop something. Anyway, cool little place. Point being, I got to go up there one time.
I knew he was going to make it about you.
And maybe we should make another trip up to Sioux Falls so we can stop by Omaha for the night and visit Brickway Distillery.
All right, full circle. Yeah, no, I'd go up there. I love distilleries, love breweries. There's always, usually good food, if not a food truck. That's good, and
That is fair.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
All right. Rick says St. Louis for Bottle Rockets.
Oh, St. Louis, not Kansas City.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I love these people fact checking every damn thing comes out of their mouth.
It's
Can't
important.
spread a single lie.
It's important.
It really is.
Let's see. So we have a couple of stories to talk about here.
All right. Talk about your stories, and I want to get onto this Highland Park. I'm getting close to the end of this one. So
Well, I made myself
I'm
a Jared pour.
Dude.
I mean, I started out pretty strong. You've been talking a lot.
But
I'm
here's
already-
the kicker.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
professional.
All right. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Why don't you guys talk for a little bit? I'll finish my glass.
I was just trying to find out the brewery in Nebraska I was hung up on years ago.
See, Rick.
Hey, I
look
never
at
did
this.
see what anybody's drinking tonight.
Rick has the right idea.
Patrick, I'm guessing you're drinking Duke, because why not? Tyler, you're probably drinking Terramana. Rick, I know you can't drink right now, so I guess you're drinking nothing, iced tea at the moment. I don't know who else is in the chat
Where's-
because nobody's spoke
Well,
up.
I'm
so-
here now.
We have
so-
our bottle for Tyler that we've been saving for Tyler.
Oof.
Yeah, but we're nowhere near 50 views. So
No, I'm just saying that I just want to remind people what we have for Tyler.
Yeah, so you guys need to share us with everybody you can possibly share it with. Try to get them on here Monday night, because we ever peek out if at least that little live number up there in the corner, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. We can. If we could ever get that thing up to where it says 50, Tyler is going to drink this, which you might freak out. Go up. There you go. You might freak out thinking, holy shit, there's a worm in that. And you'd be right. The real freak out for us is that Tyler just found this bottle in some old house. I'm thinking he's going to die. So we're going to 911 on speed dial. We'll see where that ends up.
Basically looking for candy.
Yeah,
I'd
we've
say
got
it's some flaming butt juice is what I'm guessing that is right there.
yeah, that's here's the thing. Like it's
Let's see. Wait, we got a comment here for what he's drinking, but Workout Binod Pro. I've never seen that name before. Barefoot distillery or brewery? Or are you talking about the wine or Barefoot wine?
I was thinking Barefoot wine.
Yeah, I mean that's the obvious one, but I didn't know.
I've drank some Barefoot wine.
I drink a lot of Barefoot wine. I'm just trying to figure out why somebody drinking wine was watching because we hardly ever do wine. We're getting ready to do wine though.
We're gonna do Wildlife Ridge out of Stover.
Fucking Stoyer.
Who's Stover?
Oh, that's
sales.
Yeah, I was going to say that's over there right for sales. That's Stoyer.
Stover, Missouri.
Yeah, and then we're also going to have Danny Lewis on here from Devil's Canyon Brewing, and he's going to have
so Danny
some wine.
Is coming up in a couple weeks, right?
11th, I believe.
So Danny is not just a home brewer and makes his own wine, beer, all sorts of stuff. Danny also is a ghost hunter.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Why'd you tell me about this, Danny?
Why, you missing one?
Yes.
No, I can't wait to talk to him about that. I absolutely love that idea, and I love talking about it, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Hand me that little water bottle over there.
Would you bring your own water bottle out?
Well, I brought my own water bottle. What?
That's what I'm thinking. It's a little water bottle. You want to share it?
I brought two.
Well, I'm a socialist.
Oh man! All right.
Let's see if I can not.
You can pour it in here too if you want to, or drink it. I drank mine.
I was gonna say drinking it might be.
We didn't bring the piss bucket in here.
This is a
spit bucket.
So when you rinse out your glass with water, and there's just a hint of what's left in there, that's like an extreme water back, right?
Sort of.
I guess.
I feel like it is.
I mean,
but I also power through it because I love alcohol. So.
What do you love about booze, Jared?
I like food, but I don't drink the dishwater. But whatever.
What? No, like here's an honest question. While you pour us some Highland Park.
Oh fuck, man! I just got myself. He's already. All right, I've already had it. That's fine.
Oh, that's what we're. Give me that water back, and if that's what we're doing.
All right.
We could have a little tequila while we wait for you.
Well, I guess that's true. Let's drink some tequila. We'll do that.
We'll do that. I don't want to do this without Jared's involvement.
Did you bring your tequila, Lau?
I did. I counted on you to bring it.
That's good tequila, though. I want to drink this. I guess tequila.
So yeah, that Koa is pretty fantastic, right?
Smooth.
Yeah.
Easy on the nose. We
have a couple of tequilas coming up. So last week, Colby was kind enough to bring us a ton of tequila. We've got Senior Rio coming up soon with their Blanco, and hopefully Colby will let us open that $300 bottle of Senior Rio tequila.
$350, but I think we've got to go get another bottle.
Because it's signed.
But we've got another bottle of Blanco on the way that came from Debbie Bach from the distillery at Senior Rio. And it's also signed, but we're going to open it anyways. So, I think she's going to, her and what's the other girl that's with her? I can't think of her name. Anyhow, I think they're going to get on here and maybe meet up with us, do a little interview.
Debbie?
No, Debbie's the one I'm talking about. The other one. Anyways, so they're going to get on here and maybe do some interviews with us as well.
Yeah.
We're really looking forward to that because that is supposed to be a spectacular tequila. We hope it is.
Yeah.
We haven't got to try it yet. We've been chomping at the bit, but I seen the bottle that came in today and it is freaking
there's
gorgeous.
a lot of hype around it and
there's a lot of hype around all the tequila bottles. I don't know why there's so much. I know you pay a lot for bottles, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of art that goes in it. And I got another one I'm going to show you here in a second. If you'll stall long enough for me to find it on my computer.
Yeah. So there's a lot of hype around the Senior Rio tequila. Just in the bottle's way cool. even the like normal bottles, not the $350 bottle that we have. The normal bottles are super cool. But then talking to Debbie about it, she specifically mentioned that like there's no additives in her stuff. It's a very boutique process. And she flat out said like her $50 añejo would compare to say some like $100+ bottles.
I heard her say that,
which I'm interested.
And she named some names, which we won't, but she named some names that we have high appreciation for.
Yeah, and I want to talk to these people that make Koa too, because for the price point, this is kind of our bargain tequila of the year, right? I mean, there's been a few other cheaper tequilas that were like, this is a good deal for what you're getting.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but didn't make my list for the 2020.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So, but yes, I have a high appreciation for it.
Mostly taste, like price point factors into Koa heavily because it is not a pricey tequila.
I'm a fan of it. This bottle goes, I'm going to get another one. I picked this up down in Bentonville. I assume it can be gotten around here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll let you finish up what you're doing there. Then I'm going to take over your screen again.
Oh, go for it. I do just want to say this. When I rinsed out my glass with water, I was trying to figure out how heavily I put water into my whiskey.
Yeah.
I didn't water back my whiskey. I whiskey backed my water. So
you stole Patrick's jokes. What you just did.
I did. Well, he put it out there.
He pee-peed? Hey, wipe yourself up, Patrick. All right. Hey, check this out. So I was at a restaurant today talking to a guy, and it came up that we did the...
What restaurant?
I don't want to say.
You don't?
Jade East.
Okay.
Reason I didn't want to say because I was at a Chinese restaurant and was talking about tequila. But anyways...
That's not the first time we've heard about some Asian restaurants having some good taste in tequila.
All right, so I was talking to this guy for a little bit,
Tongs.
And he, tongs, jeez, tongs, holy crap! We got to get him on here. I bet he'd go. I almost guarantee he'd come up here.
Yeah,
and it would be awesome. He said, have you ever tried this tequila? It's called Ka. And I was like, I never even heard of it. So I got to looking at it. So I popped it up on my phone. Now,
those are cool bottles.
Sure, yeah, cool bottles. You know, we got a Blanco here on the white one. Reposado's the yellow one. Añejo is the black one.
Yeah.
All right. So cool.
Okay.
But have you?
Is there a tiny version of them?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know.
Can you get just a little tiny?
But
skull?
let's talk about this. Start reading, bud. Start reading. How long's that age for?
10 years.
Oh, 10 years. I don't know how to say the word.
In American oak barrels.
Eat y'all.
Aged 10 years?
10 years in American oak barrels. Tequila aged for 10 years in American oak barrels. Now, also, he said there's 35 hours of handwork to complete one bottle that's made entirely of decorated beads.
Fuck.
Is that like an $800 bottle?
13,375 beads of beads go in this bottle. Made by a native. I don't know what the cost is. I will look it up right now. Let me jump this off the screen. That's what I wanted to show you. And we're going to work to get some of this on here. He said it was the best he'd ever had.
That's a bottle to have.
We're gonna try it. Let me see what I can find for price, and you can stall for a minute.
I've seen the Blanco in Kansas City or the Wine Center or somewhere. Yeah. I've seen that white bottle.
I get frustrated with high-priced liquor, very high-priced liquor. Not like I'm talking $200 plus a bottle.
This is affordable.
What is it?
$211.50 is the first price that popped up.
For what?
For that bottle of Huichol.
For the beaded one?
Yes.
Oh, sign me up.
Let's sign Colby up. I feel better about that.
Colby who?
Oh, you can buy it on installments. Pay 4 installments of $52.87. I don't know if that's a day or whatever, but
Colby who? Who's Colby?
Oh, the tequila dude, tequila guy. Yeah, that tequila guy. I'm sorry, I don't know our own stuff.
Okay, that's...
You know it's legit because they measure it in centimeters.
My point is mute now, because I was going to say that my problem with high priced liquors is that like you can't get a good taste of it, but like if you go to a bar and order something that's super high priced like that, a lot of times like that bottle is sitting at like this much of the bottle, that much of the bottle, which means there's a ton of air introduced to the liquor. You're not getting the full effect, but you're still paying $150 a glass for it.
Yeah,
right?
we've run across that more than once.
Yeah, and so there's got to be a happy medium there of like, I guess what I'm waiting for is a fire sale at a bar of really expensive.
Look at this. Look at this stuff.
The times we're in.
What is still beadwork based on the
is that a bottle?
Hyachal. No, I don't think it's a bottle.
Just a sculpture,
but it's beaded. It's all beads
beautiful.
glued to it.
Yeah.
I won't show you all of them.
I'd have to sell that.
I would actually have one of these in my house. This actually is very freaking cool.
I'd rock that.
I cannot believe
that one's a little weird, but still cool.
Like
still cool.
I kind of like it. I'm not mounts in the house, but if they're like
beaded,
contemporary or beaded,
bullshit. You got 2 kids. You mounts in the house.
Oh yeah, mount in the house twice.
That's pretty funny. just twice. That's it. That's pretty cool. I don't know whose stuff that is, but something on Etsy. But
that's incredibly
badass.
Cool.
That's badass. So, all right. Sorry, I hijacked that. I'll let you go back to what you was doing now.
Well, I lost my train of thought. So
you lost your train of thought.
Congratulations, Chris.
You, sir, are welcome.
Hey, I'm going to give another shout out to the chat room.
Hey, they're kind of busy in there tonight.
They're doing some stuff in there.
Yeah.
But I am curious, like, what everyone is drinking.
Yeah, you guys got to keep us entertained because the last half, or at least the last third of this show, it depends on your guys' comments. So comment away so we can talk with you guys. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. We're here to hang out with, Jared,
with friends
here, but
with friends.
You
with
as
friends.
Well. So, yeah, if you're drinking something or... like I said, I'm just curious. Like, I mean, it is Monday. If you're drinking on a Monday, you had a hard day.
Or a problem. But, but yeah, no, we're hanging out here to talk with you guys. I mean, it's the reason we was going to be here sitting and drinking anyhow. We want to chat with you guys. Everything that we talked about beforehand is just to kill time and stall until the chat room gets to going. So hopefully you guys have something to say. So put some comments down there because we're going to run out of stuff here in just a minute, and we'd like to hang on here for at least another 15 or 30 or 20 minutes or whatever.
Curious about what people love, because you brought a bottle down to Taste Buds.
I love snacks too. There's a lack of snacks here tonight.
There is a huge, you know what, we do have snacks.
I saw the meat.
Do you want some meat sticks? Jared wants some meat sticks. Well, I lost my train of thought when I said meat sticks.
Wow. I can't even make this.
Spaniel.
What do you want? What flavor do you want?
Oh, surprise me.
All right, we got
surprise me.
One.
Yep.
We got Chris, look
the original.
2.
I mean, I put my hand up. He just missed.
I mean, I'm not Patrick Mahomes.
We could afford better liquor if he was.
I think I won
$500 million, man.
Oh, Jared got the best one. He got the original.
The original.
I got peppered.
I know. I got the bacon. I'm okay with bacon. Bacon's okay tonight. I'm in
I'll
the
take a bite off each other's.
Yeah. I'll toss some piece of that bacon.
Okay. Sounds good.
I got it peppered. So, no, well, I guess we're going to do that. I didn't prepare this. I didn't prepare. Didn't think we was going back here tonight. Well, here you go.
We're hungry.
Jennings meat sticks. Just like the just like the koozie cam. We really do like these guys.
Well, literally.
We still haven't saved enough for Thursday because we got to get through that Thursday. But we really love this stuff, so we can't get enough.
Well, I can't believe these things.
It goes great in
They're
tequila.
fucking delicious. I'm not trying that.
Does
I
it,
keep seeing you do that.
you've done it multiple times. Like, is it really good?
It is good.
Like, let me smell your
He
glass.
dropped some bacon in my whiskey the other night, and I was drunk enough to enjoy it.
You ever been up Scotch and soda where they drop that piece of beef jerky in the Scotch?
All right. I did it. I'm aging my tequila very quickly.
I mean, you could just bite and take a drink and check it as well, but
beef snack. Well,
I'm confident in my choice.
I want to get to that Highland Park pretty quick.
Yep. Actually, I bet it'd go better with the Highland Park. I'm gonna save that last piece for it, as a matter of fact.
Ridiculous. Here's the bacon. Feel free.
Break me off a piece of that.
Go for it.
All right. Well, we're sitting here killing time. Guys, we talk a lot about our Patreon. If you would be interested in our Patreon, there's a link to it. Please go check that out. Not only do we have some content up there that you're not going to get on the regular channel, we also have items like our taste bud glasses. Maybe not necessarily that one, but
This one.
yeah, that one probably would be a better example.
Mm-hmm.
Though, if you really want one, I'm sure we can get you the big mug as well. I don't think they cost any more. We just decided not to do it. We've got those. We've got the little koozies. We've got the stickers like I've got on the side of my head there. And what else we got, Lyle? Anything? Did we get koozies? I don't remember if we got koozies or not.
Us for the right price, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get whatever you guys want if we can afford it. Anyhow, jump on there. We'd appreciate that. We've also got some content that's coming up that will be not behind a paywall. It will be on our Patreon site, but it's just teaser. We're not telling you about it yet, unless Lyle can't keep his mouth shut. But anyways,
Alex Raimondo.
oh, fuck. All right, fine. We've got an interview with Alex Raimondo from the number one tequila.
And from the Latin Kings of Comedy.
Well, you all might know him from Latin Kings of Comedy. And if you don't know him, you'll know his brother-in-law, Ron White.
Yep.
And
Good friend
what
and partner,
a
Ron White.
freaking awesome dude. So we've got
Nicest guy on
a
the
interview
planet.
coming up with him as well, and that's just going to be out there in front of the paywall. So you can get to it for free, but you will have to go to Patreon just to see it. You don't have to pay anything. But we'd appreciate it if you did drop $1 in there. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So, and if you also do that, you hit the right price, you're going to get your name put up on the buddy wall, and you're going to get an e-drink,
Look at there.
an e-whiskey,
Look at there,
or
Tyler.
an e-beer, or an e-bottle cap if you're, only go the $4 route.
You know how much I appreciate that $25 from Tyler?
That was a lot. I don't know if $25 is worth the amount of time you had to put into making that graphic.
It's done now.
Yeah, now it's done. Now it's easy. The rest of you guys, you ain't going to get near the amount of work invested in you as Tyler got in him, because when Tyler became
Everyone
the first donor,
Everyone else's bottle is going to be just scribble writing.
yeah, just
Kids scribble writing.
yeah, it's just whatever the first bottle we come to, that's what the bottle you're getting.
The
So.
R's are all backwards. Yeah.
And then, of course, follow us on all the social media places. Taste Bud guys, for just about everything will get us found, and we'd appreciate it if you would share us with your friends and sub and all that stuff. Are you guys finally about ready to
Try this Highland Park?
get to it? In the meantime, take it away, Patrick. Up to Gut Podcast. We're going to pour new whiskey, and you're going to talk about last week's game. Everybody just pay attention to the chat, right? That's good. That's good entertainment, right?
We could bring Patrick on.
We could.
Where is he? Where is Patrick?
Patrick, where are you?
I don't know. Thing if we bring him on, we're just going to talk about what we're going to talk about Wednesday night on his podcast.
That's fair. That's fair.
So your drink there.
Oh, yeah.
Get that. We're going to get out here. We're going to try Highland Park, which I have heard great things about Highland Park. I haven't. I should talk into my mic instead of looking over here. I've heard great things about Highland Park, and until the other night, I'd never had a single one. And this is Highland Park Full Throttle.
Full volume.
Full volume. Why do I keep saying full throttle? What's full throttle?
I don't know.
I don't know, but that's what you had me put on the Facebook stuff, I think.
I probably did. I'm sorry. Hey, do your fucking homework, Lyle.
I just
Quit asking me random shit. But hey, here we go. I know this is the wrong size, and it's covering our faces, but I didn't have time to remake it, and I screwed it up. But there you go. Oh, it's covering up. Just And I'll go this way. There we go. Hey,
Jared.
that'll be the screenshot. So, yeah, Highland Park full volume single malt. This is a 47.2. Oh, that wasn't as impressive as Jared.
Hang on.
All right, we got it. Got it.
So here's the thing about this. You called me out on the fucking age statements earlier. So
there's no age statement on this one, though we think it's roughly at 12 years, what we decided?
18 or 17.
Was it? Okay.
I mean, it smells delicious.
The website says one thing, the label says another. Oh, can't mind.
Well, I mean, as I always said, labels have to pass a government. Holy fuck!
Jared's here.
Jared has arrived. Labels actually have to pass a government standard to be to be on there.
I just cheated myself.
Websites anybody can design.
I poured myself my own glass, and oh my god!
Have you a taste?
Hey, cheers, y'all!
Hey, let's. I want to cheers you boys. That's a
all right
hefty pour, Jared. Thank you.
That's all like
you about broke mine. All right, since we've started talking about that, right there.
Oh, number
one, right there. What do you think about that? Although we're not drinking number one right now, we're saving that bottle.
I would like to point out that our product placement has no monetary value.
Nah, we ain't getting paid for shit. But we sure like the stuff. If you all want to send us stuff, we'll put it on here and we'll get to it as we get to it.
If we like it. Now,
if we like it,
here's the kicker. Like,
hey, even if we don't like it, we're going to put it on once. But if we don't see it a whole bunch, then.
But like those damn meat sticks from Pops that we keep going back to, like, those are damn good.
I take a case of those.
Which,
by the way,
these meat sticks?
Where's my bite of the peppered? Because Jared and I swapped bites.
Yeah, then I finished mine.
Is this still mine?
Yep.
Oh, screw you guys. I'm eating the rest of it.
Mine's in here. I'm going to let it rest. Oh, that's a beautiful smell. Actually, we're getting ready to build a shelf back here on the back wall where all the blue and red is behind Jared's head. And we're going to put about, I don't know, 6 to 8 bottles back there, I think. And I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. Maybe we're going to let that out to people that want to donate bottles and show them off. Such as right now, we're thinking about our Phantom 5 bottles that we've got up there. But I don't know. Maybe they're just stuff we're drinking. We don't know yet. We're going to figure something out, but they're going to go back up there. Somebody offered to get us a beer sign. If they come through with that, I don't know if it's going up here, if it's going behind the other bar. But, man, if you guys get us stuff, we're going to put it up here. It's going to be seen, if at all possible, at least some. I know, like Patrick give us a Bud Light sign that's hardly ever made it on the show, but it's just because of weird placement we can't get it out there. But once we get the other rooms done where we have a camera set up full time, you'll probably see a lot more of it. So,
anywho, but it'll be green in here.
Do what?
So I've got a Heineken light in my garage, but it would be green in here. Like it lights up the whole room. It's
neon.
That's fine.
Yep.
We're
Old
good
school
with that.
neon.
Lyle can color correct. I don't want to color correct that.
Color correction on live video. Never. We're gonna need some LUTs on that. Yep.
Hulk smash.
What do you think of this?
Oh man. I went and
had some.
I pulled a Lyle and went straight to tasting, but
bacon on that. But.
Smells faintly of meat.
Meat did this the other night.
To be
smells like Pops.
Yeah.
Okay, so it definitely has that Highland style smell where it's not huge on the peat nose, but it's still there.
It's almost soapy on the back. It's kind of.
Oh yeah.
Irish Spring kind of.
Shouldn't that be Scotch Spring?
What's this for in a bottle?
This was 90.
Oh, this one's a
92.
little higher, bud. This one. Sorry, didn't you look
I
at
shouldn't
the?
have told him. I should have just made you drink it.
Didn't you look at the banner?
I got an opinion of it.
Roughly $100 ish. I think Jared found a good deal on it. But,
I think I picked it up for 92.
So here's what I like about high-end Scotch.
the pretentious assholeness of it.
I'm wearing a cardigan.
Fucking asshole.
Dick.
No, what I like about it is that it's storied, right?
Yeah.
So I like the fact that like there has a nose on it, and then you take a sip, and it's like, oh, this tastes like Glenlivet 12.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple seconds later, it's like, oh, no. It tastes like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple seconds later, it tastes like this. And you're just like, it depends on whether it's like 2 to 5 stories, right?
Yeah.
On how good it is. And
I got 3 on this one. What do you think?
You're going to have a while to figure it out because I poured you pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking up the nose because there's no expansion in it whatsoever. But I had it the other night. I know I love it.
I'd say about 4 stories.
4 stories. So we also had the Oban 14 and the Oban 18 the other night. And when we first started out on it, I kept thinking the 14 was the better one. But every time I think I like the 14, I take a sip of the 18 again and go, I don't know, man, that's really good. I think at the end of the day, I still chose the 14, but that 18 was really exceptional.
This is on the Oban?
Yeah, the Oban. Yeah. It is strange because
Woods
had the Oban 14 priced for what I bought the 18 for in St. Louis. But I waited long enough that it dropped to.
This is the same night that I was singing my sad songs, and you guys didn't invite me over for the West.
Yeah, I noticed.
We were in a happy place.
I noticed. I'm looking at one of the feeds down here.
I was just busy playing my sad songs by myself.
Yeah, I was looking at one of the feeds down here, and it looks like a picture of maybe Lyle. I'm not sure who the hell it is. Is that you?
No, that was the White Wall.
That's the White Wall sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's the Bottle Rocket kids.
I just seen the fedora thing.
Oh, wait! I can find myself.
That'll be a first. So going back to the chat real quick. Rick commented. Jennifer was the other name I was trying to think of. I thought it was Jennifer, but I didn't want to say it without knowing for sure. So Jennifer at Senior Rio is the other person we've been talking to. Who chew it?
I was wondering.
Rick says it's pronounced.
Yeah. I've seen this. I've seen this guy.
Wait.
Who Choi? So that tequila, the 10-year, that 10-year tequila, Rick says is pronounced Hu Choi, which I have to believe him because I actually don't know. Haney and Sons Black Tea. I don't know where that comment came from. And let's see. Ryan Reynolds has a gin that we're talking to. Well, that's Aviation Gin. I've had Aviation Gin, and
I got a whole bottle and a half of that.
What do you think of it?
Look at it.
It's gin. It's good gin.
It's good
clean.
gin. Yeah, no, it is clean.
Aviation. We're about to do our first gin.
Yeah, so we
on the show.
Are getting ready to do our first gin on the show, and we've held off specifically for a reason. And I'm going to let Lyle talk because he's got his finger up and he wants to say something.
I was just going to break to the last time I was in Sioux Falls via Omaha.
Oh, well, then I'm going to finish my story.
I had a really short mustache.
Oh my god, that fucking porn stash.
I like the mustache. I'm going back to it. I'm building this beard.
Looks like you should be playing a fucking flamenco there.
I'm building this beard so I can shave it off and have a monstrous mustache.
You and Ron Jeremy.
Okay.
Maybe he will do better with that than keeping Scarlett. I don't know where that came. I don't know where that one come from.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
But I bet Scarlett Johansson's better than his gin.
Oh, I will hope so. I want to believe she is.
Here's the
in
kicker.
My head, she definitely is.
I bet she's an asshole though.
Who?
Scarlett Johansson.
I don't know. I
always heard she went out and drank with the boys, and she was a good dude.
I'm actually super I'm super happy. I don't know why. I don't follow celebrity gossip at all. But I'm thrilled that she's with Colin Jost from SNL.
Right.
I am floored. Anybody knows a goddamn thing about anyone. I don't even know. I didn't even know she was married to Ryan Reynolds. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, he left her.
Yeah, Tyler says porn stash. I agree with that. Porn stash.
Jealous.
You missed the biggest part of the comment. I will if you will. Well, Tyler.
You already did, and please don't, guys. Just stop.
This stash is coming
Tell you what,
back.
you guys do that again, I'm going to start shaving that middle out of my beard again, doing the the freaking Wolverine thing.
Do it.
No, it looks stupid. It's stupid. I've done it before. It looks dumb.
I'm in. I'm totally in.
All right. Anyways, where was we at? We was getting ready to talk about what?
Well, we were discussing Highland at one point.
Yeah,
we had a really cool map of where all the product was made. Do you remember that map?
Scotches.
Where all the Scotch distilleries were, and the air. I looked for it the other day when I was over at Jared. We never could find it.
I'll see what I can do.
I was too drunk to find it, but I've had it before.
I am a really bad Google searcher. I don't know how to find it. And Patrick, we might get you on here in a second. Just give us just a minute.
Oh, there we go.
No, Tyler. Lyle.
Look at me. Look how.
All right, here we go.
Oh no! Well, no, I gotta find the right tab here. I can't show you the other tabs. They're too sketchy.
You can, but Facebook's gonna be pissed.
They are. Which one is that? Whiskies of Scotland. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you make that big?
I don't
rub it real hard.
I wonder if I
blow
zoom
on it.
If I zoom in on this, I wonder does it?
Well,
it does.
It'll still work. Can't you not make it full screen? Damn, it won't work, will it?
Okay, whiskey producing region. Which no E in whiskey because
we're not in that kind of the word.
Not Irish.
Because
All right, so the full screen thing helps.
We're not English. We're not Irish.
Scottish. Okay, so here's our lesson in Scotch.
Have you had anything from the Orkney?
Yes.
No. Yes. What do we have?
Yes. Do you guys know me? Probably.
Oh, Jared's special.
Jared.
What is it?
I can't remember. I remember reading.
All right, there you go, guys. Thanks for joining.
Have I had anything? Yes, I have, but it was great.
That's funny. That's funny. Northern Highlands, which is what we normally, not our favorites, I should say.
No, but the Space Side is
I've had
also lumped into Highland Scotch.
Yeah,
and we love Space Side Scotches.
But you love Space Side Scotches. I can think of one that I love.
The original map you found, though.
No, it's not. So Central Highlands.
Sorry.
Hang on. Let me find. Oh, it is full screen because I blew it way up. All right, let me
I
try
turned
to
on
find
full screen, dude.
Hang on 1 second.
Oh my gosh, this is good. I shouldn't say TV. It's not TV.
I want to say Evil Bob had something from the Orkney Islands that I drank.
I hope we thought about getting Evil Bob on here. We might need you here to help temper the amount of alcohol we have to take down.
Oh man, Bob is good.
There's a reason we call him Evil Bob.
Evil Bob.
Is it that one? That seems like a good one.
Yeah, it's very similar to the one I remember.
All right. Here we go.
Here's a map.
We have a better map.
Yeah.
It's always good to have a good map. Boom.
Geography.
Oh, I'm on full screen. You're on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have. Oh, well, have we had anything from the Orkney Islands?
Yeah. This matter of fact, we're having tonight.
The thing we're drinking right now.
All right. So once this is edited, we're going to say, so from the Orkney Islands, we've got Highland Park, and this is full volume, which you guys actually should see the box. I don't think we've got the box here, do we? Okay, we'll show you that box in a minute when we get off this map. I don't think it'll do it justice just because of how cool the box is. And the box doesn't do justice to some of their other packaging is freaking amazing.
Well, this is totally different. I mean, that's well,
it is. It's embossed, but okay, yeah.
So Highland Park, which we've heard multiple times, we should try.
We should try it.
Specifically the 12 is what keeps coming back. Highland Park 12.
I've had the 12 at a bar before, and it was good.
Okay.
It was good.
I've never heard of.
I'd rather have the Balvenie. So.
Well, I love Balvenie, but that's a totally different region, apparently, right?
Yeah, that's down the aisle, I think.
Okay, so we've got this one. I've never had.
Scapa.
I've never had this one.
Me neither.
I've never had this one. Glenmorangie. I should not have said that word. I've had this one. I have not had the top one.
I should not had
Baubler. Let's see. What else?
I don't think it's got all this stuff on there.
See, Speyside. Oh, there's an inset somewhere, but where is it?
All right, well, whatever. It's fine.
Speyside, I like. It has a nice, similar. It's like a light Islay Scotch. Talisker, we've had Talisker. Not a huge fan of that.
Yeah, no, if I'm not mistaken, though, the Speyside that I like is actually from Talisker, so I assume they're importing some stuff.
Which Speyside is that?
Talisker Speyside. I'm almost sure they make a Speyside, and that's. I could be wrong. No, I thought Mr. Rogers was in the Army.
No, I think you're right on that. I remember the Talisker that we had on the show. I think it
very
was
good things about Tomatin.
Let's see, Dalwhinnie. Is that one?
We did that one.
Is that episode released yet?
Stall for a second.
Was that about Dalwhinnie 14?
15.
15.
15. Yeah,
Dalwhinnie 15. Okay.
I don't think it is. I think it's the end of January, but or end of December, rather.
We did a Dalwhinnie 15 from Jared, a loaner bottle.
Yeah, I took that home and killed it.
I had to check the shelves.
No double checking that one.
Here's the Isleys.
It took me a few weeks, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, there's the Auchentoshan that we just did with
Paul.
Yeah, Paul Stanworth from England. That was we did the American oak version. I want to try some of their other stuff because
there were so many scotches up at Friar Tuck's in St. Louis.
It's nuts.
It was nuts. I didn't even know.
Okay, so apparently Dalwhinnie's already up. It's not on the upcoming releases.
Scotch is such an interesting thing. I mean, it truly deserves its own category. It's always smooth, and I heard the buzz too.
Yeah, I thought it was a weird noise.
I've always enjoyed Scotch as like an evening drink and something that's like, hey, let's chill out for a moment. You're trying to get your meat stick out.
I'm getting my meat out.
Don't trust any tasting notes from this guy. At this point,
yep, you've ruined it.
He's on ASMR.
One of us is wearing a t-shirt. One of us is wearing a cardigan. You pick who you want to trust.
From a Scotch, I'm in.
Mine didn't soak over, but I think
Hey, Travis is on.
The interesting thing about that meat stick is it's got high enough fat content to it because it's actual meat.
Yeah.
Right? That it won't let the Scotch soak in. So really all you get is what's on the contact.
Yeah.
So it really didn't help soaking it in, to be honest. It wasn't any different than when I just dipped it.
So actually, our buddy Travis.
Hey, Travis.
This is the only comment he's made, so we're going to throw it up again. Travis is, I don't know, he's a jack of all trades. He does a lot of stuff, but he's a guy that I feel like would benefit from these. I feel like I need to evangelize these meat sticks because a box of 12 meat sticks is $8.
$8.
Gosh.
Yeah,
$8.
Pretty cheap.
$8 for that stuff, and it's like real meat. It's damn delicious.
You know, if we coordinated, Jared could have some smoked bacon while we was up here doing this.
You know, I thought about that.
Yeah, why don't we have any smoked bacon?
Did you want to do this on Monday night?
I
got my bacon takes time.
Hey, I did some of the meat.
I don't think I was that 20.
Following Jared's instructions, I smoked some of the bacon over the weekend while I was waiting on the Chiefs to play.
I got your snap from that. Yeah.
Admittedly, I probably should have got it off for 5 or 10 minutes early. The edges was a little bit charred, but damn, it was good. Even the kids come in there and was like, hey, Dad, can I have some of that? I'm like, fuck away from my meat. Anyways, it was very good. That's what that is. It's the heater kicked on.
Our furnace kicked on.
Yeah, our furnace kicked on. I was like, what the hell is that noise? So the bacon, Jared makes the best bacon. That's always the point of all that.
That's killer.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So what else are we looking at?
Blood pressure.
I want to go. Well, we haven't talked about this Highland Park full volume packaging.
All right. So
which I need to talk about as a musician.
Yeah, so I figured you'd like that.
probably should have brought some nipples for it.
Go ahead and do your thing up there.
Sipping.
I'm working on it.
Do your thing with that, and then I'm going to go to their website and show you some stuff. So Highland Park full volume. Now you're going to have to lean that back a little bit so they can see that all them letters, that whole front end of that thing is embossed. So all the knobs, all the lettering,
perforation,
kind of tilted a little bit, Lyle. Get the light on it if you can. Tilt it to your left. Oh, that was a mistake. My bad. I blowed it out. There you go. So that whole front end completely embossed.
It looks like, I mean, it is straight a Marshall stack.
Yeah, it's got those.
Yeah, very cool bottle. Oh. So check.
Wait, go back.
You're going to have to wait a minute.
No, go back.
Open up the top too. There's another.
Just a minute. We'll go back to it because there's something I want to get back to. What it is. So Highland Park there, but Jared, where was the ones we was looking at?
Oh man,
Dragon Legend. Was that the one?
Maybe.
I think.
Oh my
God. I want you to look at some of these boxes that they've got going on here, and some of these.
This is the difference between tequilas and scotches: is whether the boxes are cool or the bottles.
Oh, that's not it. That's not the one. What was that one, Jared?
In a cool box. Man, I don't know. I can.
Oh man.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But it was special releases.
Archive.
Look at some of these boxes here.
Yeah, there's a full.
There it is.
There they are.
There it is. Look at these.
Look at the Fire Edition.
Fire Edition, 15-year-old, and I can't remember what that other one was, but let's click on this one for just a sec.
That
15-year-old Fire Edition. Now, is that not a bad ass looking bottle? That's amazing.
Oh, that's killer.
Go back to this full volume on their website. I can't remember if they said it was a 17 or an 18.
Okay.
Per the label, it should be an 18.
Full volume. Come on. Load. There it goes. Full volume. Oh, that's right. This is one distilled 1999, resulting 17-year-old jam session of maturation yielded an ABV of 47.2%. Bottle was released in 2017.
Yeah.
Now, 1999 to 2017 comes up with 18 years, according to my math.
That's what I was thinking.
But it must have been just shy of 18. That's why they probably couldn't say it, I assume. Yes,
interesting.
No? There was also some other really badass bottles. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through me trying to find.
All right.
What? I'm not going to make you suffer through me trying to navigate that website. So
I want to get to this bottle or this box real quick, and then we have a little Q&A discussion coming up.
I don't trust Q&As.
Uh-oh.
All right.
All right, we're at an hour, almost 20 minutes. So, yeah, let's start winding this down. So, all right, do your thing, Lyle.
Oh, what a cool bottle. Or box. What a cool box.
I don't believe his box. Look at this box. This box is, all right, the box is pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome.
I do.
It's such
I
a
do
cool
like the box.
Now, it is just a box. It's not a tequila bottle.
Why will that not go off full screen? Oh,
it's not a tequila bottle that's beaded,
But still.
But it's pretty cool.
I should learn how to use the controls. I couldn't figure that out. I had myself full screen instead of the studio.
All right. Tyler has a question.
All right, Tyler.
What do you say to whiskey skeptics who's missing?
Read it out loud. I can't.
Yeah, ditto, Lyle.
Oh, what do you say to whiskey skeptics? So misguided folks who say things like, I only drink vodka so I don't get a hangover, or whiskey tastes like gasoline.
I only drink vodka to have a hangover.
I think, it goes back to the beer thing. Yeah. We started with beer. Beer is the most accessible entry point, right? It goes back to
next to mead, beer is the worst hangover there is.
Well, it goes back to what do you like? What do you not like about what you're drinking? There's or music or several things. Like there's something out there for everybody.
I think the finer things definitely treat you better.
Well, that's
I agree. Now, vodka they distilled down a lot, so I filtered down a lot.
Unless I'm having it for breakfast.
There is this weird ass cobweb floating around back there, going from that blue light to the Hams light that I don't know if it's in the video or not. It's driving me crazy.
That.
Anyways, what do I say to those? So I would say
he's on drugs.
Maybe my first question is, what have you tried? And more than likely, they're going to say, "Oh, I drink Fireball and Jim Beam and Evan Williams," and nothing wrong with some of those.
Yeah,
but are you just drinking whiskey? How much are you drinking? If you drink anything to excess, you're not going to feel very fucking good the next day.
That's fast. Are you drinking as fast as Jared?
Yeah. If you let this guy pour you whiskey and you try to stay pace with this man, it's going to be a problem for you the next day if you're not used to it. Yeah. Now, Lyle and I are professional drinkers. We have a little bit of that's not true. I went home feeling pretty crappy several days.
Well, I'll also say that when you say whiskey tastes like gasoline, like you're probably drinking it wrong.
You're
right?
probably drinking really terrible stuff.
And drink better stuff and drink it more slowly, right? Like taking shots, I still have a hard time with the concept of shots versus I get it. Like if you're wanting to catch up with something, but if you're wanting to just get drunk, then liqueurs are where it's at, right? I mean, American Honey, Fireball,
if that's all you want is just to get hammered.
If all you're trying to do is get drunk.
But here's the deal. If all you're trying to do is get drunk, why are you drinking Bud Light?
Well, you're only drinking Bud Light because you're taking shots on the other end, and the only thing you can do to balance out so that you don't vomit in the street
may be
if something's 4.2%.
A stigma on my end, but when I think of somebody that drinks just to get drunk, I immediately think of someone's grabbing a 30-pack of Bud Light or something like that, and I'm like, why not grab like a 4-pack of Evil Twin?
I'm right there with you.
Trust me, you won't be standing after 4 of them.
Well, I would rather have a quicker drunk, a quicker buzz, right, and recover from it so that I'm not wasted and hung over for the next day, right?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'd rather go have, like you said, 4 10% beers than.
So that being said, we went off on a hard tangent. The actual question was, what do we say to those folks that think bourbon's good? So if we're trying to convince somebody, I say, man, Lyle, I don't know, bourbon, not my thing. Every time I drink it, it tastes like crap. It's overpowering. It's whiskey flavor. What do we say to this person to make them realize that not everything tastes like swill?
So the very first thing I'd ask is what their flavor profiles are. Like, do you like smoky? Yeah. Do you like woodsy? Do you like smooth?
Yeah.
Right. And depending on what those are, if it's smooth, I'm going to immediately shoot towards Bushmills and Irish whiskey.
Yeah. Bourbon
or
may
Scotch
not
maybe
be your thing.
But if they like some really harsh, let's try some stuff, I'll push them towards some bourbon. But the next thing I'll push them towards is, probably doing it over a single block of ice or neat and saying just taste it. Just, have a little sip. Don't shoot it. It's not a shooter.
Oh yeah.
Bushmills on ice is something that will mess
as you could get.
That will mess up anybody on the planet.
But you also have things that go in from, let's say Muskogee mash is an interesting non-gasoline tasting flavor.
Absolutely, yeah.
Versus anything from Balcones.
Yeah. No.
Versus bourbon's bourbon.
Yeah.
To be fair. If you get bourbon, I don't care if it's high end or if it's low end, if the alcohol is what overwhelms you, it's probably going to continue to overwhelm you. You need to find a middling ground, which might be Scotch or it might be Irish whiskeys, as you said.
Irish whiskeys or liqueurs in terms of that Silver Star honey whiskey. That
very
is
good.
So damn good. I mean, it is delicious.
But let's assume they've tried that. Let's assume when they say bourbons taste like this, they're specifically talking about bourbon. So if we limit it to that conversation,
just bourbons,
where it's bourbon, or maybe even we throw in a blended whiskey, but we're talking basically about bourbons. How do we convert somebody and say?
I would say Kentucky Tavern over ice.
That's still pretty bourbon.
No, but it's over ice, and that has such a butterscotchy.
That's the loudest
sweet...
damn room, by the way. That thing is really overwhelming tonight.
I thought it was
the heater.
So, yeah. No, I can hear it. It's that deal. It's going nuts in my headphone. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it's the shrooms. No, I think that bourbon specifically
had a salad for dinner.
Is difficult to break into, but it's like beer. Beer's difficult to break into.
So I personally would say step up to a rye, step up to something again like Muskogee Mash, where it's not necessarily a bourbon, but we're talking about a blended whiskey of some sort that's going to add a flavor. A barley rye, the chocolate malts from,
but those aren't bourbons, right?
Right. So that's what I say. So if bourbon in general is burning you, I don't know that you can recommend a bourbon that's going to get them away from that profile. So maybe get something that's a little more blended that gets them used to the harshness.
Yeah.
Maybe it even is going so far as to get them used to drinking Irish whiskeys or whatnot.
Yeah.
And then pull them back into some light stuff like Angel's Envy.
Yeah.
That is a great light bourbon.
Bourbons and whiskeys, scotch, Irish whiskeys, all of that stuff. Like, I mean, they're all in the same category, right? So it's like they're all made from the same stuff.
Every one of us said the same thing about tequilas. Can't drink a lot of tequila. Well, I haven't. But the rest of us said about tequila.
Yeah.
And
we're all over.
We blanket statement to tequila because of Cuervo.
Yeah. So, which is not even tequila. It's a mixto.
Right.
Most of what everyone's drinking at the bars is a mixto, not a tequila.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
What do you have to add to that, Jared?
I had so many things, but I'm just sitting back now. I don't even know.
You got to interrupt us because we get to talking.
I was gonna, but I didn't want to sound like a dick.
Tyler has a question.
All right. Well, he already had a question. Damn it,
Tyler! I'm trying to figure out your first question.
What would you recommend somebody who says, I don't like bourbon, I don't like whiskey?
Well, his question says, what do you say to whiskey skeptics? I say, well, you're an asshole.
All right. One bourbon you had to have somebody said, try this, see if you like it. What would it be?
It has to be a bourbon?
It has to be a bourbon. A straight, not Kentucky bourbon, straight bourbon. What's it going to be?
Bibb and Tucker. Take it.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I mean,
that's such a smooth, easy.
It is super smooth, and especially over the rocks. But on an entry point of someone who doesn't like bourbon, like if they're buying it themselves.
Yeah, no, we're trying to get somebody to like bourbon. Somebody, I don't like it. You only had one bourbon to hand them for what you get one shot at converting them. What bourbon are you handing them? I actually think I might be completely in agreement with Jared on this one for me. So,
yeah. I hate to say this, but like,
say it.
I love Bibb and Tucker, but I honestly think that Woodford is maybe the smoothest. I'm not saying that I enjoy it.
You don't have to enjoy it. We're talking about the one to convert.
I like Woodford Double Oaked, but I think if I was gonna convert somebody, maybe I would try to have them have both, but I know that I would have a better shot of procuring Woodford Reserve than I would Bibb and Tucker in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Patrick,
like in a bar, you know.
Patrick, Duke, 100%. If you don't like it, you ain't American.
Yeah.
I never had Duke.
You need to try their Grand Cru.
Yeah, the Grand Cru.
The Duke bourbon. Actually, Patrick, is that a straight bourbon? I don't remember. I know we had it, but I'm not sure if it's actual bourbon or not. But their Duke Grand Cru, it's $100-ish bottle, but it's really good.
It looks it.
But even their straight Duke's really good. So
I like Tyler's.
All right, let's get to the second question.
Top 3 whiskeys.
Oh, January 2nd, watch the episode. You'll know. How's that for an answer?
Not for the year. For the year.
Okay,
just
for the
all time.
All time.
No, let's assume that someone's a novice whiskey drinker. They enjoy the flavor of whiskey, but they haven't had a lot of high end shit. They've had some like maybe $50 bottles, maybe $100 bottle here and there.
Everything distilled to whiskey.
Okay, so yeah, let's narrow down this question first of all. When you say whiskey, do you mean it has to have an E in it, or are we talking about whiskey with just a Y?
I think.
In other words, are we talking about Scotches and Irish whiskeys?
No, I think let's.
Are we staying American?
Yeah,
let's
American.
Let's limit this to American bourbons and American shit whiskeys.
All right.
So let's exclude Irish whiskeys and Scotch whiskeys.
Hold on. Let's address Patrick. He says 1 Duke, Duke Reserve, and Duke Rye.
I love rye. I'm give us a Duke Rye. I'll try that.
Yeah.
I haven't had the Duke Rye. Anyways, it got so much quieter in here. Whew.
Right.
Anyways,
plane was going to.
I thought my ears was going to pop. Yeah, I was like, whoa. Sorry if you guys can hear that. If you can't, I'm sorry you can't as well. Okay, so let's say American whiskey.
Yeah.
We're talking traditional style whiskey. It doesn't have to be a straight bourbon, but it needs to be somewhere in that area. We're not talking about.
You know what? Del Bach.
Oh, that's an interesting
That's
one.
That's your number 3.
That'd be my number 3. That's
Okay.
coming up there. Like that's a single malt American, like Scotch, smoky.
That one is from Arizona, right?
Affordable. Yeah.
What's your number 3? Someone needs to try if they're a whiskey drinker.
If they're a whiskey drinker. So am I assuming they've had a lot of whiskey to begin with and they've already touched stuff like
assume that they've had all the brands.
basics.
They've had Knob, they've had Woodford, they've had
I'm going to try to reflect on
Trace.
everything I remember having with you guys.
Yeah.
All right. So we're talking about something a little special.
A little special.
So they've had Evan Williams single barrel.
No. They've had Evan Williams black
label and white.
because the single barrel is kind of not really out there.
All right. Well, that might be one I put on the list.
Because that's not, think about a bar. Think about an Applebee's bar that you're going to go to.
Oh, fuck. I'll do cocaine in the bathroom.
Applebee's bar in a city, right? Where they've got a little bigger selection than Springfield, Missouri. But let's say Applebee's in Chicago, right? And they've got Makers, they've got Knob, they've got Woodford, they've got Jim and Jack and Evan, they've got all the stuff.
You've actually got some good Scotch in a couple of those.
So, like, what's something people need to try? Number 3. What is it?
Hold on, I'm quoting Jared here in a second. There you go.
There goes my job.
Sorry, that has to be remembered is what that has to be. So that's going as a banner.
I'm clean.
That'll come back and haunt you later on in life. I mean, I know where I'm going to land. So if I got to back that up a little bit and say something, you went Del Bach. Okay, so if we're going along that lines, you went Del Bach.
Lyle changed it though. Now we're at a fucking Applebee's and they got.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like,
it's got to be something Applebee's has.
No. That's what the person has had before. They're
shit.
like,
okay.
So what I'm getting at is, don't say Knob Creek, don't say Woodford Reserve, like
Gotcha.
They've had all the basic.
If I say something like Rocktown Chocolate Malt,
no, everybody's gonna.
Nobody's gonna be able to get that. So, are we talking about that specific?
Not everybody's gonna be able to find Del Bach because that's just
no. That Del Bach and Rocktown are fine.
I'm sorry. The number 3, I'm gonna go Rocktown Chocolate Malt. That's super specific. You're gonna be at the Midwest. Probably you're going to be around the state touching Arkansas to get it. I'm gonna go with that for a number 3.
Okay, I'm gonna go Sonoma.
See, that's where I would have ended.
That's good.
That's where I would have ended. That would have been like
Don't give away the prize at the end.
Well, now I got to think of something else. I'm not going to say the same whiskey as you, asshole.
Sonoma Cherry Wood Rye is going to be my number 2.
Sonoma, I think that's where my number 3 is. So you're at number 2.
2 on Cherry Wood Rye.
What's your number 2, Chris?
I'm going to have to go something fairly straightforward and say if you haven't had Iron Root 2020, whiskey of the year or anything else Iron Root makes in the Harbinger line, you probably better give that a shot because that is pretty goddamn good.
I got number one.
You got number one. That's good.
I got my number one. That Eagle Rare, Eagle 10. The 10-year Eagle Rare.
He jumped. He jumped. He jumped.
Yeah, I had to.
All right. Give me your number two, and then we already know it's number one now. So
I think my number two might be Harbinger as well. Yeah. If here's the kicker with all this stuff, especially with Harbinger, if you can't find a Harbinger, Harbinger would be my preferred, but a more available version.
I just asked you the last question. You said it didn't matter.
It doesn't matter necessarily. I'm just saying in a comparable version of a hot whiskey that has a lot of flavor profile is the Booker's special series, like the kitchen table.
No.
I'm just saying, like
hot as fuck. You can't drink that shit.
Oh, I love it. Same as the Harbinger, like the one that I love.
All right, so if we're throwing an asterisk by it, I'm sorry. If you can't find Iron Root, go find Noble Oak.
Oh yeah,
those are Noble Oak's delicious. Those are not in the same category.
Brought back two bottles of that last.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Almost. I thought
Noble Oak's delicious, but it's not in the same like. It's not the same hot, beautiful, bold whiskey.
Number one whiskey you got to try. You said Eagle Rare 10.
Eagle Rare 10. That's mine.
Go ahead.
It's delicious.
Bibb and Tucker.
That's good.
Here's the deal. I 100% agree with you. A year ago, I picked Bibb and Tucker as my number one favorite whiskey. And this year, I would have said Sonoma Cherrywood Rye, which you guys already put on the table as this. So just so we have a different whiskey, I'm going to tell you anything by Balcones. However, specifically, because we want to change it up. If you haven't never had their Brimstone, jump on the Brimstone. You're going to change your life. You're going to go, holy shit, I didn't know they could get this kind of flavor out of a whiskey. And if you think they can't do it again, try their rye.
I love Balcones.
But Brimstone and Balcones rye change your life. You're never going to think that they can do that again.
I love Balcones, and I love their whiskey, but they are a one-hit wonder.
Fuck, I've done it with every whiskey. What do you mean one-hit wonder?
No, I'm saying one-hit wonder that, like, all of their whiskey is very Balcones. It's a thing. And
You've only had, what, 3 of them?
I've had the Baby Blue. I've had the Shiner.
Where'd you have Baby Blue? Where did you have the Baby Blue?
Basil and Bourbon.
That's true. Okay. All right. So you didn't have that.
So I've had
4 of them. 4 of them.
I've had 4.
Wait, Shinerbach,
Baby Blue, Rye,
and the Brimstone. Okay.
And they're delicious, and I love them.
I think that's the same ones I've had.
I love them, but they all carry the same note. There's
an undertone to them. I agree.
So my point is,
but how's that bad thing? They figured out something and they kept going with it.
It's not a bad thing necessarily. I just I don't know that I would recommend Balcones to someone.
I don't care for the signature.
I would. But you're talking about the question was if someone's had a lot of bourbon, but it's the basic bourbons and you want to expand their mind. What are you going to recommend to Balcones, man? You taste that, you're going to go, holy shit, my mind's been blown.
I at least would have I at least would have shat them to the Baby Blue before the Brimstone. The Brimstone, I love the Brimstone, but it's so harsh.
It is harsh. He's fucking wrong.
The Baby
Go by
Blue.
It is harsh.
No. If we're gonna go a second, and it's not Brimstone, get the rye.
The rye is fantastic.
I would say the Shinerbach, but you're not going to find it, so get the rye.
All right, here's Rick's 3 Elijah Craig small batch, Old Forester 86.
I don't disagree with those.
I would disagree with that.
What was that last one?
Bullet Bourbon 95.
Bullet 95 rye.
So here's what I would say. Old Elijah Craig Smallbacks is freaking great, and I wish we'd get another bottle of it. Old Forester.
Yeah.
They've got that.
Here's the thing with Old Forester. It is great. It's good. But I assume if you've been drinking bourbon, you've had this, and it's nothing that's going to blow your mind.
That's the 86, not the 100.
Have we not had that? We haven't had that, have we?
We've had that. Have we? In my house?
Maybe so.
I got the 100 at my house.
I know
We've
you're
only-
more smitten with Old Forester than I am.
We've only had the 100 at the studio.
Yeah, you're more smitten with Old Forester than I am by a long shot.
I think Old Forester 100 for the price point is a fantastic run-of-the-mill bourbon that hits all the right notes for the right price points. It's a bargain bourbon with the exception of Evan Williams Single Barrel,
So
which
can't remember
takes
what
the
I
cake.
got.
he said Bullet
I got
95
it.
rye whiskey. I don't think I've had Bullet rye.
I haven't either.
You've told-
I've had it in mixed drinks at
I've had
bars, but I
Bullet-
haven't never like.
I can't.
I've
You've never
paid
had
attention.
Bullet Rye? It's just Bullet with a green label.
Yeah, I had it in a Manhattan or some shit somewhere.
Then I probably have.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Bullet was my go-to for a long time.
I used to only drink Bullet Rye, which is what's surprising to me when Tyler brought up the Masterson's Rye, which was not worth the money. Sorry, Tyler.
I don't think it's any shock to Tyler. Tyler,
He
Yeah.
agreed.
But that Bullet Rye is almost the only thing I used to drink when I went to bars.
Yeah,
I loved
I've
it.
had it in several
so-
cocktails.
It's affordable. It's okay. It's all right. It's there's some notes there.
Travis is asking when we're going to get kitchen built so we can cook. So Travis, it's close, but to be fair, it's probably the last thing that's getting built down here next to maybe the bathroom.
Yeah.
But it's
But if you want to,
it's all pretty soon.
but if you
getting
want to
there.
pull a trailer back and smoke some bacon in the alley,
or
while
a trailer to carry some trash again because we're
Shit,
getting
I'm
kind of
free.
full.
we do have a lot of
Um,
trash.
Actually, just a
300 yards
truck. We
away
could
from
take it
here.
to the dumpster not too far away. So, but we are getting kind of full again. But I want to get to Patrick's comment, which he listed 3. All honesty, excluding Duke, Angel's Envy, Eagle Rare, Remus Repeal. I have not had the Remus.
I
We
haven't
talked
either,
about it,
no.
Patrick. I want to get to that one. But let me ask you this: why exclude Duke? If that's your
Yeah.
favorite, there's no reason to exclude it. It's fantastic whiskey. You give it to us when we was down there, and I'm behind you with it.
How I read that is Duke, Angel's Envy, and Eagle Rare.
Yeah. He said that Remus Repeal Reserve, he's talked about that several times. I guess it's a fairly expensive bottle, but I really want to try it at some point.
That's is that a Trace whiskey?
Rick's talking trash to Tyler. We'll let you guys, or to Patrick. So we'll let that one play out. Looking at the
Tyler,
accessible
here's
Tyler.
Tyler's 3.
Yep. Heaven's Door Double Barrel.
That is such a good whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
No, it got so much better.
It did.
It has such a long flow to it.
It did.
It was
body.
good. It was okay. It was pretty good when you drank it.
Yeah.
And then when a little more air got in the bottle, it got better and it got
Yeah.
better and
Or
got better.
as you went back to, that was one of them bottles that we just kept going back to and going,
Yeah.
I don't know, was that great? But then you kind of want it. You pour a little bit. You go, man, that's really hit the spot.
It started to
kept coming
dissipate
back.
at about a quarter
Yep.
of a bottle is when we were kind of like, it's maybe not quite as good as I remember it, but it's still pretty good.
But that,
But like-
You have a sip, you're like,
but
I
that
have a
middle
sip.
half,
Oh my God.
gone a quarter
So good.
and left a quarter, that middle half
So good.
was really top notch.
Brimstone, so you're there.
Okay. Tyler's list is a
Pretty good.
fantastic list.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
good.
this is a great list. If you just want to impress somebody and you're just like, try these 3, that is
Yeah.
3 absolutely
Well, what do you have there?
different.
You've got a run-of-the-mill, a really, really good, like I say run-of-the-mill, a really good exemplary bourbon, right? With the double barrel. Big, oaky, big, bold, oaky flavors.
I was going to say the
But-
double barrel means that it's going to be aged
Oaky,
twice.
right, yeah.
It's going to be exceptionally
And then
woody.
you've got the Balcones,
I
which
should
is a
put this
big
back in front of my face.
Balcones Brimstone, which is a big punch you in the gut, scrub oak
Smoky,
finished,
different
like,
type of wood altogether.
Scrub oak's
nuts.
different. That's
And then you've got the
It's the only
Sonoma
reason
Cherry
Texas
Wood
bourbon's
Rye, which is nice and minty, but also fruity and smooth.
If you're going
That's
to
a
try
fan-
them,
That is
though,
a fantastic
do
list.
that in 3-1-2 order, not 1-2-3 order, because you will lose your freaking
yeah.
mind if you
Yeah.
try Balcones before anything else.
Yeah,
Man, I think
3-1-2. Yeah,
3-1-2 is perfect.
If you were running those
Brimstone's
in line,
so old.
but I will say if you're talking to somebody who doesn't like whiskey and you get one choice out of that list, I'm kind of with them. That's a pretty good list.
That's
to
a
be
good
like-
list. That's a really
like,
good list.
You don't have you get one whiskey to change someone's mind. Double barrel hits all the notes, right?
Mhm.
With all the big bourbon
You still
flavors.
got the bourbon flavors in it.
If you don't like double barrel, you don't like bourbon.
Well,
right?
Sonoma
Yeah.
Cherrywood's a rye, so
And
that's
then-
not a bourbon.
And then
category.
two is like, oh my God.
Let me blow your palate out.
Exactly. And then 3, yeah, you're right. It's not technically a bourbon, but like
Yeah.
still the Cherrywood rye is like,
Yeah, if you don't like bourbon, let's set you up something close. You like
Yeah.
wine?
yeah.
You like wine and a little.
It's
and-
a high
and
corn
hey,
mash
let's-
bill, but
let's
it's not
be-
a bourbon. It's
let's-
still a rye.
Let's be honest.
What's the purple bag stuff? The
Crown Royal.
Crown Royal. Yeah, it's like kind of a Crown Royal, not as sweet, and add in some wine
Smoke.
flavors.
and
and
let's be honest too, that if somebody doesn't like bourbon, right, and they say I don't like
If you
bourbon,
could only pick one of those 3 to
I don't
drink
like
for
whiskey.
now on forever, where are you going to be?
oh, double barrel.
Oh, see, I'm Sonoma.
I'm Sonoma too.
I'm
Oh,
Sonoma.
that makes
It's good
sense.
stuff.
Double barrels.
But if
Sonoma's cheaper.
But if somebody doesn't like bourbon, right? And I just lost my train of thought.
Yeah, way to go.
Shock.
If somebody doesn't like bourbon,
I almost
and you
bought
have to
pizza.
pick one of those, a rye is not the worst way to go. I know
Yeah.
rye is not technically a bourbon, but like,
Yeah.
that's a good way to move them towards, because ryes still have that whiskey flavor to them. They're just a little more minty, a little
We
more
need to find
eucalyptus.
someone that can get us some Sazerac.
I don't like wait, what's Sazerac?
Sazerac rye.
I
Just
don't like
straight-
it.
You don't?
No,
I want to try it.
I
Straight
thought
up. I've never
I
had
can't say that I've had it, have I?
I've had it.
We've had a lot of Sazerac stuff, but we haven't had
I've had-
Sazerac rye.
I've had Sazerac rye multiple times. I think it's
'Cause he's been
complete
out east.
shit.
I've had the Sazerac drink.
I think it's total shit. I don't like it.
I'm going to refrain from commenting because I'm not sure on that.
I don't like it.
I've never had it.
I think that first of all, at least unless something's changed, it's not a true rye.
Yeah.
It at least 6, 7, 8 years ago, I think was the last time I had it. That I looked up shit. It's not an actual rye, technically, legally.
Well, fuck.
Rick
It's
says he's
not
got
good.
an email at Remus, so I would be very interested how that goes.
Yeah.
All right. We've been an hour and 45 minutes. I really want to have Patrick answer this, though. Reigning NFL MVP Lamar Jackson currently 2 of 5 for 14 yards in the first half. I don't even know who they're playing tonight, Patrick.
Yeah,
Um,
I wanted to watch, but I forgot.
That makes me feel
I'll be
better about my
honest with
fantasy
you.
team.
How in the hell, and this is what I'd want Patrick on to answer, is how in the hell is Lamar Jackson the MVP? That guy doesn't impress me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he doesn't. There is so many more players right there right now that I think is better than him. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes is one of them, but I can think of 2 or 3 more that I think is a lot better, and our ex-quarterback being one of them.
Really? You think Alex Smith is better than Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, I
He's,
do.
he's pulling them up this year.
He's putting some yards up.
Well,
He's
He's all right.
he's talented. Yeah,
He is.
I do think that
He had blood running down his leg the other day while he's playing. That's a good.
well, the
good
dude
show.
will fucking play.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, he's.
But he's also in the position to need to play. Like
I'm.
I think Lamar Jackson.
I am
suffered-
so proud of everyone that watches NFL right now that is behind Alex Smith. All the entire Chiefs team, all the
Well, yeah.
football team, all of basically anybody else in the NFL that is supporting him. Can't be prouder of how they're treating him. So
He's a stand-up guy, regardless of performance, and he's a solid damn quarterback, and always has been. He's just not explosive.
Patrick
You know.
says they're playing Cleveland. Tyler says Browns. You guys need to make up your mind.
which is it?
Yeah, which one is it? Damn it? I don't know. That keep my suspense that's going on.
Football.
I kind of hope the Browns kick their ass. For
Yeah.
selfish reasons,
I hope they
I'm
do.
a sucker for the Browns, as I've said before. It gets
First
me in
of
a
all,
lot of trouble.
Everyone loves Alex Smith now. Everyone
now.
shat
No,
all
shut
over
up.
him when he was
Hey,
playing
I
for the
have-
Chiefs.
100% when he was playing for
3-1
the Chiefs.
interception. Hang him.
I absolutely
myself among them.
I absolutely thought he was the most boring quarterback I could ever watch. It was fine. He got us into the freaking playoffs every year.
He took no risks.
But yeah, he was just like
we had so many offensive like
pass, run, pass, kick.
Yep.
Every play. Boring. Yeah. I couldn't stand it. So the first, and here's the deal,
No. He was not loved in KC.
So
I mean, to an extent.
Maybe by the diehard fans, but those of us that are like wanted real football was not happy.
He here's what he was. When he took over, everyone was thrilled.
Yeah.
And then
they should have been.
Within a season, they were like, "Oh God, no. We have a ton of talent on the team,
he was so
and he
boring.
Won't take a risk."
He was so boring to watch. Nothing against him. It was one of those things where he was doing well. You're like, oh man, there's some cool stuff. And then the next play is back to boring. And we just had this average season. We wasn't taking any risk. We wasn't getting there. As mad as I got at Mahomes the other night for throwing 3 picks, which whatever. I mean, 2 of them was tipped. So whatever. Yeah. The 30-yard loss for a sack was really kind of like, dude. But overall, the guy is fun to watch. So the only reason I really ever got an NFL was Brett Favre. Brett Favre. When I watched him play, that dude was freaking fun to watch. Man, he'd run out of the pocket. He'd run over freaking defensive back. That guy was fun. I loved watching football to watch him play. Yep. He made me enjoy the game. And then coming back from there to be in Kansas City because I live here. I don't even reporting my,
What's Alex Smith? What's Alex Smith got to do for you, man? You got to like poke a bone through his leg or something?
I felt bad for him. But when he done that, I was like, okay, this is kind of boring, but I'm behind Kansas City. But, I'd sit there with my friends and watch that and just be like, dude, do we ever win? Or is this how Kansas City? And it sucked. And then Patrick Mahomes comes along.
Yeah. Well, it was
win or lose, man. It's going to be a game to watch, and I'm going to love it.
That's how the Chiefs were under Dick Vermeil, right? And we sucked because our defense sucked.
I enjoyed it back when Montana was playing too. I loved it.
Our defense sucked, but with Trent Green and Priest Holmes and all those boys, the offense was fun to watch. We lost almost every game, but man, it was a fun game.
I am tired of hearing about how everybody says Patrick Mahomes is only good because of the people he has in front of him. I'm like, but God, who the fuck is throwing the ball to those people in front of him?
Well, here's
is this half of it's the same teams that the Smith had, and suddenly you put Patrick Mahomes in front of him, and we can fucking win? I think there's something to that.
We got a couple comments. First of all, this one. Josh Allen's kicking shit right now.
Yeah. So Patrick schooled me the other day. Patrick schooled me. I had made the comment to him yesterday that when Josh Allen run the ball, and it was a great run, but instead of sliding, the guy ran into the backs like he was. Well, I said Ben Roethlisberger. I texted Patrick and said, "Hey man, you better tell your guy to start sliding because." He ain't Ben Roethlisberger. And Patrick said, well, he's the same size. And I did not know this. I did not think that he was even close to the same size. Them guys are within 3 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, they're exactly the same height, within 3 pounds of the same size. I had no clue Josh Allen was that big. And good on him. And that makes me a little bit scared of the Bills. So, yeah. But I don't think it's your year, Patrick. I'm just saying.
I think
next year I'll give you a little bit more.
Next year might be.
But worried. I don't think this is your year. I'm not sure it's ours either, though, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I don't
think we're not playing like a Super Bowl team.
I don't think the Chiefs have it. So we'll move on to another comment, and we got to do this real quick. And I have to share another screen because this.
What are we doing, Lyle? Please, what is this?
We're taking a knee or / a drink for Charlie.
I was going to say, I think we're going to take a drink because my knee kind of hurts.
Yeah,
so I'm old.
This is my mom right here, and Charlie Pride.
Dude, she's hot.
With Rick's messages in the background.
All right.
So this was
Let's
my
put
mom.
an H in the chat if we
Right
think
back
she's
in-
hot.
Wait, what? She's a good looking gal though, right?
No.
Yeah.
Charlie Pride is freaking amazing.
He was a killer dude. Mom had a wonderful relationship with him, and yeah, which is what a treasure to country music and music in general.
Yeah. All right. So if you guys don't know who Charlie Pride is, get on Spotify. Take a quick look. If
Kiss
you do
an
know
angel,
who he is,
morning.
yeah, like you said,
Love
raise a
her like
glass.
a dick when
Why
you
am
get
I
back.
still in the chat? I thought I was
What?
out of the chat. Here, I'm gonna remove myself.
Yeah.
I did not realize I was even still in the not chat in the
In the cams?
feed.
Oh,
yeah.
you need a second cam on you all the time.
No, I don't definitely don't.
Who's got the ego now?
Yeah. The bass player. Yeah, that's the thing. All right, guys.
To Charlie
Yeah,
Pride,
we'll
real
take
quick.
this out. Buffalo's 10-3 says.
All right, to Charlie Pride.
Charlie Pride.
And hey, you have anything else to say before we wrap
No,
this
I
up?
think we're very close. We're right at 2 hours right now. Patrick comes up with
Goodness.
a 10-3 Buffalo record, which of course is only bettered by the 12-1 Chiefs. But hey, see you in the playoffs.
Hey, next week, do we have anything planned for next week, or are we just going to be on?
It sounds like Tyler's going to be on here,
Okay.
and I've got a couple people in mind I'm going to send a
Yeah.
email out to. I've got several feelers
See.
out. If you guys
Oh.
have someone or know someone, or you yourself would like to come on and you've got something you want to talk about, whether it's just a 5-minute appearance or if it's an hour-long
Or
appearance,
just come on and drink.
yeah, just come out here and drink if you're in Buffalo. Let us know.
We'll get you on.
We're trying to just get random podcasts on tonight. We just couldn't get.
And people.
Well, we could get somebody on, but it's going to be repeat. And what we'd like to do is not have somebody repeat more than a couple times in a month.
Yeah.
So if you've got somebody out there that you know that you enjoy watching,
Next month, Jared, you're on.
shoot us an email. Yeah, the in studio guys, they're going to be whoever just is free that night, and we'll try not to put the same person back to back, but whoever's
Yeah.
available, that's who's going to be here. So.
All fun and games every Monday night. Grab a drink. We're going to try to do a little better too about letting you know what we're drinking, so you can drink along with us and we can talk about tasting notes and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, that'd be great. Please grab your drink whenever you get right here Monday night. And
Yeah.
have something to share with us and tell us about. Come with your conversation ready and your personality in hand.
Yep.
That's all I've got.
All right. Well, until next time.
Whether it be the Monday night that you are entertaining people on or getting laughed at, whatever.
The food you're eating.
The people you're meeting.
Close enough. Clothes you're wearing.
Grab a buddy and try something new. Cheers, guys.
See y'all.
Have a good night.
Pretty sure that was on point. That was scripted.